We are the technology group for Desk Reports, and we are covering World War II. And this video features Taylor McKenzie, Hunter, Ryan, and myself.
World War II is a kind of event that nobody can condone, and the struggle for political power and territory at the same time brought millions of innocent lives to an abrupt end. However, in the struggle for dominance, both sides were forced to develop new technology that would allow them to outsmart, outplay, and outgun their adversaries. As a result, the World War II period was extremely lucrative in terms of invention, some which we still utilize today.
Now, while we were researching, we wanted to see how World War II increased the need for technology. One discovery during this time was penicillin. It was discovered in 1928 by Alexander Fleming. Penicillin is considered the first true antibiotic. It was discovered in the United Kingdom. When some scientists and him were doing trials, there happened to be this one case with this 15-year-old boy, and after he was in surgery, and after surgery they gave him penicillin, and he fully recovered from all the everything from the surgery. And with this, it brought it made people aware that it was a good drug to use, and it's led to many medical advancements, and as a result, the medical field has advanced a lot and penicillin has been a great success.
Hello everybody, I am Hunter Wilkins and I am doing the first computer. Alrighty, the first computer in World War II was called Colossus. Colossus was invented by Tommy Flowers. Harry Finsum, Alan Combs, and Sid Broadhurst and Bill Chandler all gave input for Colossus 2. Yeah. British codebreakers used Colossus to read secret messages from the Germans. There were two Colossuses. One was named Colossus Mark I and Colossus Mark II. Colossus Mark I first worked in December 1943. In February 1944, it was working at Bletchley Park. Colossus Mark II was better than Colossus Mark I. It first worked on June 1st, 1944, just before D-Day and the landing of Normandy. 10 Colossuses were in use at the end of the World War. Crazy. I know. I know. It's just...
So there's a lot of technology that they created in around World War II. Some of them, or one of them, is the jerry cans. So if you own a car, you probably have a few motor oil or gasoline cans in your car or trunk. However, the cans you utilize to transport the fuel did not always look like that, so like the way it looks now. In fact, before the Germans perfected the design by strengthening the structure with the cross shape, maximizing the contents of the can, and adding the inactive handles that permitted soldiers to carry tools in each hand. The fuel containers used to be impractical and rudimentary. Of course, the design was quickly reversed and engineered by the Allies. Another one would be the pressured cabin. So you have the U.S. to thank for this invention because it revolutionized air transportation. It is necessary to point out that the absence of similar pressure or temperature or oxygen condition, the pilot aircraft would not be able to fly at high altitudes. However, the solution utilized pressure and pressure cabins compromised of giving the pilot an oxygen mask, which, needless to say, it failed numerous times.
A new advancement in technology in World War II was the jet airplane. The first idea of the jet airplane was from Frank Wilter. He came up with this idea in 1928. He demonstrated it in the laboratory. It worked quite well. British Royalty Air Force ran with this idea and made it a reality in 1941. The Glossary E-28/39. German engineers beat them to the punch though. They had the same idea but much earlier, early mid-1930s. They came up with the first jet-propelled airplane, the HE/178, in 1939. The U.S. followed them in making their first jet airplane called the Bell P-59A in 1941. Jet engines were not very reliable in their earlier years. They had the tendency to blow up. They were really hard to control, and they didn't always cooperate, making them not very usable in war. So they had very little impact on World War II, but they became very big after World War II. I mean, nowadays they use them for everything. Airliners, everyday jets.
For a primary source, we chose ration books. Many of the processing canned goods were sent to the military during this time. Booklets were also sent out so civilians could have a better understanding of rationing. A poll was given, and it was discovered that only about 53% of men and 76% of women thought they understood the book. The book contained stamps that would be good in trade for staples. In these booklets, there were rules. You must apply for ration books and turn in anyone that you had previously to receive a new copy. This included stamps. Trading, selling, or bidding stamps was forbidden, and it was against the law to sell the book.
During World War II, there are many advancements. Technology played a huge role in these advancements. Things like the computer, that was huge, and everybody uses a computer today, and I couldn't imagine my life without things like that. And, medicine and other things like that, like travel and everything. It's crazy how much things developed during this time, and without these advancements, I couldn't even imagine how it would be today.